I chose two identical cards to leave in the bathroom for a week. Why did I do this? Well, it's for science.
Science rules.
So I ordered a card recently and it came in the mail in a sleeve with a card protector and a top loader. But the card itself wasn't in the top loader. It was just there beside it. And the card was extremely warped. And it got me thinking, it's for a future video, am I going to be able to bend it back in place and make it look decent? Well, for science
Rules.
we then proceeded to create this video you see now. So after being left in the bathroom for a week with complete humidity every single day, this is what we ended up with. No creases, no damage, same cards. There's our red dot that I put on the original, but super warped, almost completely the same, but in opposite fashion, I guess, because they were sitting flat like this. But for the most part, there we go. It's a better. Completely warped in the same way. This card will be going under the classic leave it under the books and put something heavy on top and hope it will straighten out itself. So we put the red dot to confirm that it will be the same card. And this card has no red dot, just because we're gonna blow dry it in real time. So just to see what happens. I've never blow dried a card myself, so I'm curious if that will actually work. So this will be our test subject for that. So as you can see, the card will be sleeved. A top loader will be placed on top, as well as the complete works of William Shakespeare, Homer, The Odyssey, Alexander the Great and His Time, and A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. And that will be left there for 3 days exactly. We'll come back, check this card out. Now, many theories speculate that cards left inside of the book themselves work really great. Now, that may be true, and we may find evidence to concur that notion. But I would like to test my own theory. Leave the card in the sleeve, top loader on top, several heavy books, great reads by the way, on top, 3 days time, and see where we are. If it is indeed salvageable, and be able to place it in a binder correctly to live out the rest of its life. So for the purposes of demonstration and for science
rules.
I will demonstrate that this hair dryer is in fact on. Sorry, not sorry to all you headphone users out there, but the rest of the video will probably be silent and sped up, but the results will be at the end. So the card still is warped, not nearly as bad. It seemed to have taken out the side bends, and now it is just this bend right here through the middle. So we will proceed. Guys, I truly did not expect this to work as well as it did. I'm not sure what's going on, but it seems that the hairdryer method has worked. And the card is a lot better than what it was. Way better, in fact. Like, wow. I mean, you can definitely put this in a binder and it'll be happy for the rest of its life. Like, there's no melting of the foil or damage to the card in any way. Really surprising results that actually worked.
Great Scott!
Science rules.
And it's pretty trippy. Surprised me. So, one for the hairdryer. Meet me back in 3 days and we will see how well the book method worked. Holy crap. It worked, guys. Alright, everyone. It's been 3 days, and this is our moment of truth. We will remove Stephen Hawking, Alexander the Great, Homer, and good old Bill. Now time for the reveal. Our top loader on top, and here's our clay doll. And to prove it's our clay doll, we put our red dot on the back, which should still be there. In fact, it is. But it's still, even after like 10-15 pounds of books, pretty warped after 3 days, which is not, I wasn't really expecting it. From side to side as well. Pretty crazy. I did not expect the blow dryer card to take the win on this one, but as far as safety goes, I don't know. It didn't really affect this card as much, but I did notice after 3 days, even in a top loader, this card did warp just a little bit again. So maybe I don't know, maybe we're at a tie. If you just leave it in a binder and call it a day, it'd probably be just fine for both of them. But let's see. Almost still probably almost the same from the original state, with the slight bends in opposite ways. But for instant satisfaction, the hairdryer did work, and it did get a lot of it out. But the book did as well. So I don't know. What would you guys say? How would you call it? I mean, just throw them in a binder. They'd be fine. Of course, not this one. Don't mark your cards, guys, if you want to save them. But this was for science.
Science rules.
So, if you're here, I appreciate you. This was our experiment. I'll catch you later.